everyone, I hope you're doing really good, that you're healthy and joyful. I am here to do Gemini January Tarot 2026. I'll be using Rider-Waite-Smith, Major Arcana, Osho and Tarot, Woman Oracle, Prism, and I Am Shadow and Light. Les Amours de Marlowe for the love section, and at the end, Dancing in the Dark. All right. Before I start, Gemini, even though I do not celebrate like everybody else on the calendar, I wish you the best, the very best for 2026, and especially a very good health, because without health, we have nothing. All right, let's do it, Gemini. So Major Arcana, we'll check the energy of January. Rider-Waite-Smith, we'll check the recent past and the near future. So we're talking about a period of 3 weeks, 3 months. Oopla. Hold on. 3 weeks, 3 months, and sometimes 3 years. Osho and Tarot will check consciously and unconsciously what's up with you. And with a Woman Oracle, we'll check the challenge of January and the outcome. Hoopla. All right. So Gemini, 1 or 2 things. Now there's no excuse on this platform to watch a foreign channel because everything is dubbed, everything is subtitles and subtitled. Sorry, my grammar is horrible. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I have a French channel. The link is next to my picture on my channel, this one, or in the About section. You can click. It's free. There's no commercial. It's not a copy and paste of this one. Therefore, it's complimentary. And yeah, that's it. And it's in French. So it's just what I wanted to say. Now everything is dubbed and subtitles. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it. Gemini, let's do it. Oh boy, there's a lot of people here. Aries in the house. You are in your reading. Virgo is in the house also. Okay. Go check if you have your Mercury in Virgo, if you have your Neptune in Virgo, and go check if you have your Mars in Aries, maybe your Saturn in Aries, or your rising in Aries. Okay? All right. So, the energy of January for you is the Hermit, Virgo. Hermit, that is looking straight up to the Emperor, which is the recent past. So I have the feeling here, Gemini, that you were very much into the Emperor, but a sort of a fake one. I explain myself. From time to time, you're an air sign, okay? So it's not very steady, you know. One day it's like this, the next day it's like this, da 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 da, you know. And here, this is exactly what it is. This is the Hermit putting a light on the Emperor and saying, hey, bro, you need to stop your crap, bro, for 2026. You know what I mean? And this is exactly what it is. And the Hermit here is really trying to put you down and be like, okay, you need to stop your crap. 2026, if you miss the opportunity, if you miss this, that's it for you, Gemini. You know, it's sort of like a warning here, okay? Consciously. Consciously, well, it's the Fool. Consciously, you're like, am I taking accountability for what I did in 2025? I'm not sure. But consciously, it's also taking your experience to take accountability, to get the F out, and getting out of your comfort zone also. This is exactly what this card is telling you here, consciously, Gemini. Unconsciously, you're still the King of Swords, which is absolutely radical, which is absolutely like, I want to be right, I don't want to be happy, but I want to be right. And super radical, like making decisions, it's super duper rigid and radical and cold and like, so you're not really changing here unconsciously. And that's why all this reading is telling you, hey, Gemini, don't F it up in 2026. This is exactly what this is exactly what they're telling you. Okay. Your challenge. That's interesting. You have the animal card for your challenge. So let me take a few seconds here. An animal is giving love, unconditional love. An animal is going to be here when you're sick, when you need oxytocin, when, you know what I mean? So here your challenge is the opposite of the animal. That's your challenge in January. And it totally makes sense because you have the Emperor here in the recent past, and you have that King of Swords here, unconsciously speaking. So literally, Gemini, you gotta really put yourself into people's shoe and accept and receive the love of people. Also, it's gonna be super duper important. Okay? All right. The near future. Why you have that Eight of Pentacles? You're bored. You're bored. You're still bored. And when I say still, it's because of this up and down with the Emperor in the past. You thought you were the Emperor. You thought that you were the shit. But something in your life decided that you were not the shit. And so now in the near future, you're continuing on your journey, but you're keeping safe. You are safe. That's it. That's the only thing you do. You are safe. All right. Clarification. The clarification is beautiful. And the outcome also is beautiful. I'm going to explain to you why. So, with a good, being a good Gemini, you have the duality, total duality, insanity duality. But in good Gemini also, you're wearing the pink glasses. Here we go. Everybody's beautiful. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Air sign. Oh, but this person is really cool. I'm lost. This is exactly what it is. And your clarification is telling you this. You need to go back to the creator. Who is the creator? So, your mother made you, but you are creating your life. Not the UPS guy, not your landlord, not your sister, not even your mother. You create your life and what you need to do. Punto, end of the story, okay? Don't hire a secretary to think for you. Don't hire a nurse to think for you. No. Okay. It's really fun, Gemini. Very fun. And the outcome, well, it's very beautiful. The outcome is the ocean. The outcome is maybe perhaps live near the water, maybe perhaps have a job linked to the water. You got the drill. The water is going to be your best friend in January. So do not forget that. Okay. All right, the decans. First, second, and third. I'm using Prism and I am shadow and light. Here we go. Let's do it. Wow. No, it's a really cool reading, Gemini. But again, if you listen to it. Oh my God. I love it. I love what I do, and that's why I do it. You know, it's free on YouTube. I don't have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, but I'm having so much fun. So, yeah. All right, first, second, and third. Let's do it. So, talking about this platform, remember, Gemini, that if you like, if you subscribe, if you leave a comment, and if you share some readings with your friends or whomever, it actually helps my channel. Yes, it does. Okay. And if you activate the bell, you don't need to put your notification. You can put your notification in silent, you know. And if you activate the bell, it will change the color, especially if you're a subscriber right now. Okay, to have all the notification, because my channel is not, I'm not gone from my channel whatsoever. So thanks in advance, Gemini. I never say it because it's so annoying to just repeat yourself all the time, but I realize that, you know, I have to do it. All right, first decan, Scorpio in the house. Laughter is a firework that makes the heart explode into thousands of stars. Consult the book of your soul and you will have your answers. Hopla. All right, so the renewal is necessary, first decan. The past is in the past, okay? So just forget about the past. End of the story. You're continuing on your journey. You're creating a nourishing compost, something good that will put you at ease and happy and continue with your journey. That's very simple and it's really straightforward. Second decan. Don't be in denial because you think it might save you. You are not alone. And love. I know, you're not alone because, first of all, you're not alone. There's higher power energy, I'm pretty sure. And you're not alone because if you need help, don't use your ego, don't use your pride. If you need help, you call. End of the story. Okay? And it starts with loving yourself, first of all. Because you hear it all the time on this platform. If you don't love yourself, how can you love others? Or you will do it, but in a very toxic way. Okay? And don't be in denial because you think it might save you. Third decan. That goes back to what I was saying earlier with the pink glasses and this constant duality, which is your personality, but you know. Yeah. Okay, third decan. When you will cross the threshold, the door will close behind you and you will have left hell behind. Don't be discouraged. Always believe in your dreams and fear. Here we go. You're creating some sort of scenario. You think something, emotions, you're creating a scenario, and here we go, here we go, here we go. And you forget about your dreams, Gemini, the third decan. Do not forget. Remember what the little girl, the little boy wanted. Why did you want to, who did you want to be? Who did you want to be? Who did you want to be when you were like 10, 12, 13? It's all connected. Yeah, okay. And you are into a situation here, third decan, that is not healthy. So you got to figure out what's up. Okay? Because I have the feeling that you have a sort of a burden here, third decan. It's not good. Mm-mm. Nope. All right. Love. Let's see. If you're single, no. If you're looking for love, Gemini, here we go. 3 cards. I'm always mixing it up because it's like that. Ooh. All right, if you're looking for love, I think you're lying to yourself, Gemini, or someone is. So you want stability, you want integrity, you want loyalty, but it's like, do you have any core values? Because I have the feeling that, okay, you want this, you want that, you know, you want to be a billionaire, but do you work for it? No. You know what I mean? So we want a lot of things in life, but do we act to have it? Do we act to get it? And I have the feeling that's exactly what's going on here. If you're looking for love, Gemini, is that you're thinking this, you want that, but you're lying to yourself. You're absolutely betraying yourself, because every time you go in a relationship, it's a total disaster because you haven't worked on yourself, or you don't want to work on yourself. You know what I mean? So you're not ready at all. Yeah. If you're in a relationship, Gemini, here we go. Three cards. If you're in a relationship, haha. Interesting. Well, if you're in a relationship, you need to take some space. You're not going to break up, but you need to be clear with your partner and be like, you know what? I need to get the F out for like a week, for like 3 days, for like 4 days, whatever. But you need to be super duper straightforward with the situation, with a situation possibly, but for sure to take a pause, to get the F out for a few and just recoup, re-energize, and you'll be just fine. And you're going to be serene doing it, because if you're serene, here we go, everything is going to be fluid, you know. But you need to somehow take a break. Okay? And it doesn't mean breaking up. And if your partner is not okay with that, there's a problem. Yep, there's a problem. Unless you know that you're going to cheat, and that's another problem. But, you know, karma is here. You know that. All right, if you're single and happy. Single and happy. All right, so if you're single and happy, well. I have the feeling that somebody is like really wants to be with you, and you're like, no, no. But at the same time, I think regardless of your situation or your desire to be single and happy or whatever in January, you are going to go travel, you are going to recoup, you are going to do your thing in order to be patient in life also, and receive what life has to offer you. But also, you know, like in the vibe and the energy of others and stuff like that. So it's very beautiful because you're taking accountability and you're like, okay, bye, you know. And maybe, but I have the feeling that, yeah, somebody likes you a little bit too much and you're just like, okay, I don't need that right now. You know? Yeah, you know. All right, let's do it. Dancing in the dark. 3 cards, and I look at the back of the deck, so it's 4 card. Literally. Nice. All right. Wow. Yep. Okay, so Gemini here, it's very clear. You got to take accountability for what you did, and especially being not arrogant but proud of your achievement. Okay? And of course, the achievement that were good, not the crap you want or anything, the good one. Okay? And that's going to be crucial. That's going to be very important. Okay. And also, I think yeah, there's something about getting out of your comfort zone. There's something about, and that's exactly what I was telling you with that 8 of Pentacle earlier, that you're a little bored. But you were born in 2025. But some sort of epiphany might come to you, and needs to come to you, actually, because otherwise you're going to be bored in 2026. It's going to be exactly the same crapola. Okay, so if you don't get out of your comfort zone, if you don't get out of something new, something brand new, and not be afraid, because that's the problem with you here in January. You're just too afraid. But you cannot. So do not create scenarios in your brain. And I know your planet is Mercury, but you can't do that. Okay? All right. And of course, you're an air sign, so slow down and try to harmonize everything and go with the flow as much as you can, Gemini. All right, Gemini, I wish you the best always and ever. And here we go. I'll see you soon on my channel. I'm not gone. And remember, try to help me with my channel. Bye.